Life is tough, but you are tougher. I was literally hearing, bitch, you're made out of Teflon, which is so funny because that's something that I say to my cat. So maybe a cat is significant here for you as well. And I do have a reading that wants to come out for this beautiful collective. I just have to share really quick an update, kind of piggybacking off of my last reading. Unfortunately, I found out yesterday that my dog's cancer has returned. We got the all clear in January, and we're really excited that all the treatments that we put her through had worked and felt like we could finally breathe after a difficult few months leading up to that point. And it seems to have returned more aggressive without us knowing. And so just navigating through those feelings and navigating kind of what our path forward looks like. But I have to share before getting into this reading that I strongly felt this choice being presented to me, which any of us will experience when we're faced in a difficult situation or a tough circumstance. It's like this choice of which way to walk, which door to go through. Do I choose the path of victimhood, of feeling betrayed, of all of these like lower vibrational energies and emotions? Not to say that emotions can't be felt, of course. Definitely had my fair share of crying. Or do I choose the path of enlightenment, higher perspective, understanding, grace, compassion, all of those things? And there was a part of me that really felt for a moment going down that darker path, feeling betrayed, feeling pissed off, feeling confused, feeling like all of the debt that we incurred over the course of treating our dog was for nothing, that it was all a waste, that what's the point of, all of these things that we kind of spiral into when we're faced with these really tough life situations, as we all do experience throughout this crazy human experience. And I really fell into this kind of indescribable sense of peace when reflecting on everything today, of just feeling so proud of myself and my husband for taking the chances that we did with her treatment, putting aside our kind of desires to have more money, because we love her that much. And even having the capacity to love to that extent, I mean, to be willing to do whatever is possible to try to save this beautiful part of our family, this animal. And also just this acceptance of like the limited time that we all have, the limited time especially that our pets have. And this is not going to be an easy process. I am not here to spread any sort of toxic positivity, but I just found so much peace in knowing that this path, it's difficult, but it's protected, and I'm protected, and my family is protected, and whatever happens is going to happen for a reason in some way, shape, or form. And if anything, it's really encouraged us and kind of enlightened us to ways that we can just make her experience as pleasurable as possible while we still have that time. So I don't want to spend this whole time talking about that, but just wanted to provide that update for anybody who's been following along with my journey or was curious about what's been going on. But let's get into this reading, because there's definitely something that wants to come out here about just your toughness, your resilience, your ability to, again, choose that path of heightened self, choose that path of higher self, I'm hearing. And I don't like the idea of like higher self being this like entity that's outside of you. I truly believe that we all have access to our higher self. It's really like your intuition. It's the part of you that can zoom out of a situation and view it from a top-down perspective, an eagle-eye perspective, kind of away from the human ego and, again, like that victimhood, the blame, the shame, all of those things. It's really just like the truth of the situation. I think we all have access when we really like take the time to quiet our mind and ground into the present moment and try to find that. But there's something here about a new chapter starting for you because of how you've responded, to this tower moment, because of things crumbling around you, your foundation's feeling rocky, your foundation's feeling unstable, and yet you continue to just continue forward. You don't let this feel like it's the end. You don't let this feel like there's no hope, there's no point, there's no like reason to continue forward. You're taking a step forward. You're continuing forward. You're not stopping your momentum is what I'm hearing as well, because you've already built up so momentum that it's like this is something that you just have become almost a master at navigating through. I think you've gone through very many tower moments throughout your life. You've gone through a lot of hurtful disappointment, a lot of unexpected kind of redirections, a lot of unexpected difficulties. And it's made you wiser for it. It's made you so much more aware of your surroundings, aware of like who you are, aware of the type of person you are, and the type of people that surround you as well. I'm hearing like there's something about like a veil being lifted or things being revealed when it comes to your circles as well. People you spend time with, maybe family for a lot of you, okay? And this level of awareness is leading you to kind of this new level of viewing situations. This heightened perspective again is coming through, and it's leading you to total happiness and fulfillment. Also, there's something here about fertility. Like you're in this very fertile ground to create this fertile ground for things to really grow. So if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant or feeling a little bit disappointed by kind of the status of where you've been at or what you've been working towards, it feels like there is this shift happening because of how you've been responding, because of how you continue to show up as this heightened version of yourself, even in situations that were really triggering and really kind of tempting you to fall backwards. Just see what fell here. Yeah, and I feel like there's something that you're really not expecting. I think that you've gotten to this point where, you know, everything I'm saying is true, but you're probably tired. You're over it. You know, you don't necessarily, I almost get this energy of like you're not necessarily like looking everywhere for the blessings that were promised to you, to your manifestations. You're kind of just like going through the day to day, and I think that's what's allowing this to kind of come at an at a very surprising time, giving you balance, giving you justice for a situation that's been very painful, that will just, it's like reclaiming your power in a situation as well. But there's something here about like, yeah, just your strength is really prominent. Your refusal to back down, your refusal to allow opposition to keep you from that trajectory forward again. And I feel like, again, yeah, you've undergone some massive enlightenment, massive spiritual awakening here. Okay, a lot of you, I feel like, are tapping into perhaps your gifts, your like psychic gifts as well, or maybe this is just like your creative gifts. We got another page here. So there's something very fresh starting here, something very fresh. I almost feel like it's like a whole new pathway that is being opened for you. Maybe something that you're not really looking at. Maybe you're not even expecting. It's like, this is like the energy of like posting a random video and it blows up and you like had no expectations for that to be the thing that, you know, makes you viral, or putting out some sort of like, I'm hearing music could be significant as well. It's like you put out a song and then all of a sudden it's like got all of these subscribers or people downloading, and it's like something you weren't even thinking about that you just put out there, and it ends up being something that brings you recognition, fame, again, justice for maybe a lot of like the other failed projects or failed opportunities or failed moments that you saw in your mind as failures, but they were really just building blocks to get you to where you're going. I just saw the 7 of Wands, and yeah, there's something here about like your boundaries being stronger than ever. You've been able to maintain those, and that's what's giving you this, yeah, whole new direction, okay? The Fool. You're starting something fresh. You're starting, and you're taking this leap knowing you're protected, knowing the Divine's got you, knowing that you're going to be caught once you get off this cliff. Like, you have no idea where you're going, but you're going, and it's going to be worth it. And you're going to feel so secure, so stable, so set in who you are, in your energy, in what it is you're capable of and what you can produce in a way that feels very balanced, in a way that is actually like the direct actions of whatever it is that you're doing right now, or whatever it is you do next is going to repay you, and you're going to see that fruitfulness, you're going to see that rapid growth and abundance right before your eyes, like directly from something that you've created, from a place of perhaps for some of you despair, perhaps for some of you just like throwing your hands up and be like, I don't care anymore, I'm just gonna do this and see what happens. And I think that kind of throwing up your hands and surrendering is what's ushering in this beautiful new beginning filled with happiness, transformation, and abundance. So I'm sending you so much love always. Thanks.